if we want different users in here? There's a few reasons why you might want a user part within. The first reason is you might want to add a user in so that they can do whatever it is that they need to do, but you remain that element of control. So for instance, if I wanted to create a user, I can create a new user. I will call them test user from Clevertouch. It will be called test user 99. There we go. And their email will be test user 99 at clevertouch.com. I'll give them a strong password and I'll create that user for them. So what this is now doing is this is creating a user so that they're essentially a sub-user of our profile. So we would always recommend when signing up to Cleverlive that you choose a generic admin account. And then from that generic admin account, you add in all your individual users to that account from there. So we can see there I've got test user 99. There's a few benefits to that. The first benefit is we can utilize the permissions editor to give them specific permissions to change specific things. So for instance, let me just cancel that alert that's going on there. There we go. So for instance, I've got my presentations here. Maybe I'm using that one that's on screen there, and that is, I remember it calling it L2001. So what I can do with test user 99 is I can just give them specific access to L2001 and they can't change anything else. So I know that the presentations that I've created previously, they can't change, delete, accidentally do anything with. All they can do is go and edit the content with L2001. What you'll also see is I haven't given them access to the screens, so they can't change content on those screens either. I may not want to give them full access to L2001 though. I might want to just give them access to the text zones. So now when they log in, all they see is that one presentation, but all they can change is the text zones. So they can't change any of my colors, any of my videos, any of my background, anything. All they can change are the two text zones that I've given them access to. So again, it's a really good way to ensure that the presentations aren't accidentally removed, changed, or altered in any way that you don't want them to. So it essentially remains the complete house style. So it's great for marketing teams. The other reason why you may want to give permissions is, well, what if test user 99 left? If I'd just given them access to the overall username and password, I would have to go in and change that. In this case, what I can do is go onto the admin account and I can delete test user 99 as a person. So if they leave the company for whatever reason, they can go with no passwords. The other thing that I might want to do is, well, what if test user 99 is part of our marketing department? Well, I can go into the user profile of that person. I can change, obviously, bits, but what I can also do is give them full admin. So what that means is, when test user 99 now logs in, they can see whatever it is that they want. So if they are part of the marketing team, the comms team, maybe they're a particularly design-minded teacher, they've got access to everything. When they log in, they will see all the presentations, all the screens, and they can change it accordingly. The final reason why you might want to add in user is because, like earlier, we can give them access to a specific mobile interface. So if you watched a previous video, you'll have seen I went and I created this mobile interface, which has got the alarm and it's got a cancel message on it. Obviously, you could have as many alerts on there, up to 10 as you want. So what I'm going to do is give the users the ability to have a specific mobile user interface, the one that I created earlier. So what that then means is when they log in on a device, because they're full admin, when they log in on a laptop or a PC or a MacBook, they will get the entire interface. If they were to go and log in on a phone or a tablet device, they will get just those two buttons. What that means is when they log in on their phone, they've got a much clearer interface than having access to absolutely everything. So to give you the example, I can log out here and go to test user 99 on my phone, pass the reCAPTCHA test for security reasons. There we go. Now you'll see when I log in, instead of having the overall interface that we had previously, I've now got a specific one. So there's no other buttons. So if I am in charge of health and safety and I am in charge of pressing these buttons, I won't want lots of things. So if I was to press that, what would then happen is, just like we programmed earlier, the actions, the alerts go. If I was to press the home, just like we programmed earlier, they would cancel and everything would return to normal. You can have as many users on here as you want. You would just keep rotating and adding create guest user, create guest user. And again, you can give as many people admin rights as you want to give them admin, or you can choose the configurator for as many people as you want to configure permissions, etc.